Hi student, I want to take you through some of questions that most of the students they don't answer them, especially question 1 of the paper 2 mathematics. I want to show you some of the techniques or some of the key points that you have to tackle so that you may be able to score all of those 4 marks. They are just 3 marks and can change your life. In short, they can enable you to score A plus in mathematics if it's there, yeah. Just A plus or just your A or can change your result. So I want to look for the example given above, how you can work on it. So for example, for the key points, if it is the division, no, that's the square root, you see square root. What you just do, if it's square root, you just divide by. Are we together, student? Okay. If it's a cube root, you just divide by. You divide by 3. Okay. The other one is that if it's cube, you multiply by 3. Cube, you multiply by 3. And if it's the square, what you do is just you multiply by multiply by you multiply by 2. You just multiply by 2. Are we together? These are the 4 key points that you should look at it when you are working to this one. If it's square root, you divide by 2. If it's cube root, you divide by 3. And if it's cube, you multiply by 3. And if it's square, you multiply by 2. Yeah, those are the main key points that you have to look at them when we're tackling. For example, we have this our square root which is given there. So after finding all our uh, after answering this question inside here or working the figure that in a bracket, what you just do, you're going to divide by 2 because this is our square root. Then one thing that you've never known is that in mathematics we look at the clear and smart work. Just smart work. If you just work hard, very clear and smart, my friend, as a student, I assure you, you are going to get an A in mathematics because most of the time the examiners don't look at how you have, if you have got the correct answer. No, but to a systematic way. Sometimes you may lack the correct answer, but if the steps are correct, my friend, you end up scoring good marks. And the mathematics is there. And I assure you, if you follow the steps and if you work hard, my student, you're going to score very good marks. So let's look at the how we're going to answer our question above there. So here what you have to start is the number. It is the number. Then you go to the standard form. Then you look at the log. Just smart work. My friend, I assure you, if you really follow that step in mathematics KCSE paper 2, you will score N and you'll come to tell me, A. Even if you don't know me, you will follow me until you know me and tell me that Mwalim has scored a clear A in paper 2. And simply because of those just 4 marks. Those 4 marks, if you get them, I assure you, you're going to get everything correct. So be attentive, follow every step by step. And don't forget, some of these questions they are being specified. Don't use calculator. If you're being asked to not use calculator, don't dare to use the logarithm table to work out those questions. So our number is 0.07214, whereby in standard form it will be 7.214 multiplied by 10 raised to 2 bar 2. Are we together until up to that point? Raised to bar 2. I've told you you are not allowed to use the calculator if you are being instructed not to use calculator. But if you're not inside, you can use it. But most of the time, ensure that you use the logarithm table. But for me now, I'm going to use calculator because yeah, I'm going to use calculator. So this become bar 2. Then the log of 7.14 to become 0.85882. 8582. Remember, when you use the, for me, I've rounded off, but to the mathematical table, that is that logarithm table, you are going to find it already rounded off. So that is the first one. The second one is 2.037. And because this one is already in standard form, you have not written it to that. Some of things they are just tricky, but because already we have said that it is it is in standard form, so you don't have to change again it, right? Standard form, so it go direct to 2.037, which is like 10 multiplied by raised to 0. So you have to insert just a 0. So when you look at the log of 2.037, this 308 and that is this 90. Up to that point of students, we are all together. So you can see my work is so smart and clear. My friend, I tell you, if you work out like this, I assure you will get a clear, even for those 4 marks, of question 1, you're going to get automatically 4 marks. Then remember one thing I've not told you, that another thing is that if it's multiplication goes with addition. Let's add other points here. So if you see multiplication, it means you do addition. So the other thing is that if it's division go to minus or subtraction. So if it's multiplication, you are going to add. If it's minus, subtract. And one thing here, some of the students, they end up using marks. Why? Because they just want to use the shortest way. Yeah, it is the shortest way, but ensure you work step by step so that you get the correct answer. For here, when you are doing your addition, don't use calculator, my friend. Don't use. Just work out in a manual way, or sometimes we might call it kienyeji way. Okay, that manual way, so that you get your answer. So here become 2, that is 7. Then car 1, that is 6. Then 11. Car 1. This car 1, remember, it's like adding minus 2 plus 1 plus 0. This is minus 2 plus 1 minus 0, whereby when you use now there you are allowed, I can allow you to use calculator, but when you work out it, it will be give you just bar. Are we together until to that point, students? Hope we are together and you are gaining you're getting something. So that is it. After getting that one, you can go look at this. The other point, that is 69.8. So this one in standard form becomes 6.98 multiplied by 10 raised to 1. And I'm sorry, this one could come here. Be 6.98 multiplied by 10 raised to 1. For them to just to align them to be in a smart way. That is, most of the students may ask me, hey, teacher, why have you not inserted the double one? No. Sometimes when we are entering an exam room, I tell you, you enter with answers for your question. Already you have the answers. You're just going to get that question paper just to write the answers. This is the point, what you should do. When you look at me, I'm like this. Yes. You see, I'm like this. So for the your left hand side, when you want to change, when you are changing your point to the standard form, and then you start going to the left side. Left side means your standard form will be positive. The point above here it will be positive. If you are going to the right hand side, it is negative. When we're in exam room, just many people not understand what you are doing, but you know very well. If it's your the left hand side, for the left hand side, it means negative. When you look at this one, we went to the right hand side. You see, right hand side. This is why we get -2. For this one, that we did change because this one is 0. Then for this one, because we're going to the left hand side, left hand side become positive. That is just all about it. For the positive, for the right hand negative, for your left hand positive, they just interchange. We talk about, yeah, they just simple as that one. So the one that this one, when we go to the right, to the left, it is positive. So you have the 1 point. Let's look at the logarithm of 6.8 6.98, which is logarithm of 6.98, it is 8439. That is 8439. Okay, I want to show you now. We said for the division, it is subtraction. Simple. For the division is subtraction. For the multiplication is addition. We have done our addition here. So now what we're going to do is that we minus this one and that one. And we have said just minus manually. Don't use calculator. When we have this bar, it will confuse you when you use calculator. But if there is not that bar, you can use calculator. But if it's there, ensure you work out simple using the manual way. So yeah, when you minus bro, you'll be 6, that is 12 minus 9, that is 3. 7 to be 3. Yeah, 2. Yes, another point where some of the students they go wrong. Remember the number line for Form 1. You are in Form 4, setting for spaces, and they want just to test you about the number line. Just number line, Form 1. Just simple number. Let's come here. For this number line, it is like let's take these are number lines. That is 1, 2, 3, 1. That is our number line. So because this one you can't less 8, you have to borrow from me. And remember now, when you borrow, you are at this point. When you borrow, you come to this. So it becomes negative, negative 2. So here, when you do it, you need to be negative 2 until it becomes 11. 11 minus 8, it is 3 point. Now, this becomes negative 2. This negative 2 minus 1, which becomes negative 3. All together, it becomes negative 3. So here, we will have bar 3 point. That is 3, 3. That is 3, 2, 3, 3. That is all about it. When you are at this point, I can assure you, my friend, it's like almost you have your 3 marks. Just rem 1. I know, okay, sometimes, I think, but I don't know how they grade it. But now, you have, assume now you have 84 marks. And when you hit 85 is when you get an A. Just 1 mark remaining here to get to a total of 85. How am I going to get that A? Let me show you, don't worry. Here, how you are going to get your final answer. Come here. Don't forget by this one. Let them be on your fingertip. My friend, let them be on your fingertip. These points are more important when you are working on this logarithm table, because you find others they are raised to square, others are raised to cube, and if you understand them step by step, I assure you you're going to get all these questions correct. So let's look at this one. So this one will be that by 3.3233 you divide by 2. You divide by 2 why? Because here we said that if it's square, you're going to divide it by 2. Simple as that. Mathematics is thrill, I tell you. And mathematics is so sweet. If there is one of the sweetest subjects is mathematics, and you can score and clear in mathematics. If you just follow step by step. And I show you, if you follow the steps, just one, I don't know how I can explain to you, but I know you, my beloved student, you're going to score an A in your KCSE if you simply follow my way and follow step by step, without even working anything. But I assure you, you're going to score an A. So this one is like now for this one you separate them to be by 3 plus 0.3233 divided by 2. That is just to make it simple for you to work on it. So what you just do for this number, because it's not divisible by 2, you look how you're going to work on it. Either to mostly you minus this one for it to be positive, for it to so that you can be able to divide it by 2. So here when you take you plus minus 1, you see, and what you do to this side, you do it to the other side. Because now when this negative 1 goes to the other side, it turns to the positive, so it becomes positive 1. So what you do, you become here to be, when you take negative 3, you minus 1, you get negative 4. The negative 4, it is, you can able to divide with 2. So you become negative 4 over 2 plus 1.3233 divided by 2. This one will divide it to become by 2 point. Now you can use calculator to divide that one. That is 1.3233 divided by 2 becomes 6. That will become 0.66 on top of 1 7. That is it. Now this is the answer of that is in log form. So this one we want to change it to the standard form. Then you look at its number. It will be what? So it's like It was from 10 raised to negative. Is it true, student? Just step by step. I told you step by step until you're able to answer them. So it will be like multiply by 10 raised to 9 to the negative 2. All together because of this. What? If you come to a question, it means it was 10 raised to 9. Then it comes to simple and clear, my friend. Simple and very clear. So after that, you remain with remain with this 0.66617. So what you'll just do is that you find the add log. I know you, my student, you are so bright, so bright, so bright. The way and the way I love you, you are so bright. What you just do, I know you know the add log, or you find the add logarithm. So just shift log of 0. You shift log of 0.6617. It will give you 4.5888. Yeah, 4.888. That is our and logarithm of 0.6617. That is it. Then from there, we want to reverse this number to the to come into the number form, not into the standard form, for you to score the total of 4 marks. So to become this one, we have said if you're like this, so it means that you have come from negative, from this side going to the right. So you are like this. It means that you have come here going this way. Are we together? So for this one, it's like having we have gone 1, 1, 2. So it becomes 0.0. That is 1, then 2. So it becomes 0.4588. And sometimes you may be asked to give in first significant figures. So when you are given to first significant figure, this one will be just 0.04589. So this one becomes 0.04589. So sign 4 significant figures, and that's how you get your total of just out of this one. You are going, the teacher will, even you don't have any time to just look. Yeah, you may look at your steps that give you a mark. If the logarithm is correct, give you a mark, a mark, a mark, a mark. All of this, you are given a all right. Why? Because you are so bright and correct. Your work is smart. So, and I've not say you use a different colors like me. No, just use your blue color and ensure your work is very clean. And out of this, you're going to get your 4 marks. Your 4 marks. And this one is a clear. You are clear A. Even yes, your 4. You have get an A. And I tell you, if you follow this one, you follow my work step by step, I promise you look for me and tell me, yes, teacher, you assisted me to score an A, and simply because of just this question. So, my student, what I want you to begin start on these 6 areas. If you get those 6 areas, when you enter your exam, I promise you, you are going to score a good mark in your mathematics paper 2. So that is the end of that lesson. I wish you success in your exam, in your revision, and yes, all the best. Teacher Moses. You can subscribe to my channel. You can like. You can also comment. Yes, you can do it. All the best. Yeah, exam. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being keen with my working, and may God bless you and grant you knowledge, understanding, and even in the time of exam, let there not be confusion. Just remember them and put God in everything, and we're going to announce a winner. Thank you, and may God bless you.